No, you did it out of ignorance, so it ain't nothing. That ain't nothing though.
This is First Chronicles. I'm gonna get into the first one, then I'm gonna jump down. This is First Chronicles 16 and 22. 16 and 25. For great is the Lord and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the people are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. That's why we fear the Most High, because He's the person that created everything. I'm not finna fear the person who just created trees. Nigga, your power is limited. I'm gonna fear the person who created everything. Now this tree is different from that tree is different from that tree, which means my guy has diversity. I fear him because he can fuck me up in a diverse way. This is First Chronicles 16 and 35. And say ye, save us, O power of our salvation, and gather us together and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praise.
He's saying, gather us from the heathens. So the heathens represents other nations. So, because the Most High scattered Israelites throughout all nations. You can look white, you can look Asian, but still be an Israelite. Because it's all about the lineage of your forefather. It don't matter if you look Asian. If your great-great-grandfather was a so-called black man, you're an Israelite. But you can't just be a black man. You can't be an African, because an African is not in our people.
They not, right?
Nah.
I kind of figured that. Yeah. I see how they going.
They not us.
They some ugly motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck they is.
Yeah. What proves that they not us? If they're in the motherland, shouldn't their talent be greater than ours?
That's right. That's how they.
That's right. If they're in the motherland, they should have better talent. Everything should come out of Africa as far as the best athletes. And they eat better food than we do. You got to think, them Africans eat real food. Even though, they got they try to make them look all savage and shit on TV. They eat real goat, real food. We eat nothing but fake GMOs and humans and shit. Processed meat. And yeah, we the still top athletes. Niggas don't even eat healthy. The white men talk about eating greens and healthy salads and shit. We don't eat that shit, and we still got more athletic, faster, and everything than them. How the fuck is that possible? And we eat nothing but slops.
Right, all that sugar.
Yeah, exactly. But yet we the best athletes in the world. Come on now. Because the Most High said we was gonna be better than all people.
He created us better than make sure.
He made us better than everybody. So I'm gonna get that on. Let me get this out about the tattoos.
Yeah, I wanna hear that.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Now I'm gonna ask you what you think this means. It says, ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall thy mar the corners of thy beard. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
Basically, he's explaining to you right there that you shall mark your body with nothing. Like,
Well, what about that first part?
Say the first part.
You shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard. What do you think that's talking about? What do you think it's talking about?
It seems like it's talking about something with your hair.
You said you shouldn't mar the corners of your head or the corners of your beard.
You said mar?
Yeah.
Mar means
it's
the
like trim. Cut.
Trim, yeah.
So basically, edge up.
Edge up. So we're not supposed to be just leave it natural.
You gotta let it grow. You're not supposed to edge up your face or your beard or your head. Just let everything just. It is what it is.
If you don't, then you're gonna start looking like him. You don't want to look like him because you're supposed to look like you. And people be like, nah, you look like him, man.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want to be an individual. I look like me. Don't nobody else look like me except for me. Now my kids may look like me, but they my fucking kids. They're supposed to look like me. But I'm not trying to line up my head and line up my beard so my beard looks just like his beard. And then tomorrow I'm gonna line up my shit like his beard. No. My beard grows a certain way, you let it grow. Now you could trim it down a bit if you want to. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
But you don't supposed
But
to mark.
don't mark it up.
You're not supposed to put no razors to your face or your head. Not supposed to be cutting your
And
skin
they
up.
got us doing everything that we don't supposed to be doing.
That proves they're the devil.
They're the
That's
devil.
right, yeah.
All right, now this is gonna piggyback what he stated. This is Leviticus 21 and 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
Not make
He said no
baldness.
baldness,
No, you're not supposed to shave your hair. If your hair's going bald, it just gotta go bald. You're not supposed to be renting a razors, putting that shit to your head. But the white man says it's okay. What happened when niggas do that shit anyways? They get hair bumps most of the fucking time.
Hair bump, yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. I didn't tell you to do that shit. I made you different. Verse 6, they shall be holy unto their power, and not profane the name of their power, for the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and the bread of their power they do offer. They shall be holy. Therefore they shall be holy. They shall not take a wife that is a whore, or profane. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God. Thou shalt sanctify him therefore, for he offers the bread of thy power. He shall be holy unto thee, for I, the Lord, will sanctify you, am holy. And that was clear for the Haitians, which are the Levites. But that applies to all of us, because we're all in the embodiment of Yahweh Shai. He's the high priest. So it don't just continue to go straight to the Levites, though if you are a Levite, you better uphold that shit.
And he used the Levites, he basically used them as a representation for all of them anyway. Cause man, I got something on that. I just got something on that. Let me read this one real quick. This Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And that's clear. He chose the Israelites to be a special people above all people upon the face of the earth. So we're better than everybody. And you can clearly say that and not be boastful. It's not being boastful because it's the truth. But you're not supposed to, you know what I mean? And what is it going to do for you now when we at this state? So by you saying, oh, I'm better than you, you don't look it right now. But it's going to be a time that it's going to come to pass where we're going to look like it. But we got to do the work now. Because if you don't do the work now, how you going to get paid? You got to work for the white man to get your money to eat. So you got to work for the Most High to get your money and eat. Right now, he's giving you this to eat. This your food, this your water, this your bread. Eat on this. And then it's going to come the time where you're going to have those real riches, everlasting riches that nobody can ever take away.
And it's crazy because I was like, man, how am I going to get me a Bible? How am I going to get me a Bible? My people, I went to my sister like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm like, man, I ain't going to never find no Bible. It's hard to get them. As soon as I go in there, my mom goes to some place and bring in 2 King James Bibles. I'm like, yeah, it's a go. It's a sign he's sending it to me. Like, he want me to do it.
This is Deuteronomy 27:12. These shall stand upon Mount Gizron to bless the people when ye are come over Jordan. Simeon and Levi and Judah and Issachar and Joseph and Benjamin. So those are the people that are sent on the earth to bless people. Even though we're a reproach and a curse unto people, we're still sent on earth to bless people.
So he said the whole 12 or a couple of them?
That's only 6. And these shall stand upon my Mount Ebal to curse Reuben, Gad, and Asher, and Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali. So he said 6 of them to bless, 6 of them to curse. How is he for everybody then? How does he love everybody? And he told us to uphold his judgments, his statutes, his laws, his ways. And we have to teach them to our children and our children's children. And this first starts with our woman. So if my woman don't listen to me, how she gonna teach it to my kids?
Yeah, that's what I'm going through now.
So what happened with Adam and Eve? Adam knew the truth, told Eve what Eve do. Man, you could eat from the fruit. Bitch, didn't I just tell you not to eat the shit?
I ain't died. See, I just ate it.
And what she do? She coerced him. What does women do now? Shit, if you don't do it, you ain't getting no more twat. What Adam do? Oh, shit. Because once you have twat, you will always want it. But if you never had it, you won't have the urge for it. And Satan knew that. And what does Satan do now? If you just get knocked up by this guy, get knocked up by that guy, that motherfucker gotta pay you, that motherfucker gotta pay you. So you can get paid.
Crazy. And that's how
you
they
can get paid. Satan is who? Satan, that's the system. That's the so-called white man. Yeah. That's the so-called people that believe that they're African American. Because it goes deeper than the so-called just white people, white men. It goes to our people too. hard. 2/3, 66.6%, which is what? 666. So it's rightfully that 66.6% of our people have to be destroyed.
I got something.
Go ahead, please.
This going off, piggybacking off what he just said about the Most High chose the Israelites. This is Psalms 134:4. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob unto himself and Israel for a peculiar treasure. So, like my brother just stated, he chose Jacob, which is Israel, which are the people, which is the 12 tribes, to be his peculiar treasure. So over everybody. All right?
So that's over all the tribes?
No, that's over all other nations. All them other nations.
It's 12 tribes that make us up. It's not just the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans. Those are Israelite people too. The Dominicans, all the nations right here.
All the nations are right there, brother.
I be having them people come to my house every day. I be telling them Dominicans and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go right here just because I see it. This is Psalms 132:13. For the Lord has chosen Zion; He has desired it for His habitation, and the habitation is His people. His habitation of His people. It says, "This is my rest forever. Here will I dwell, for I have desired it." And that's what the Most High said. That's clear.
The Most High says that He rests in who? In Israelites. Not in this that fucking country that's called Israel. He don't reside there. He resides within us. He says that we are His rest forever. He don't reside in no fucking building. He resides in us, in the men, as well as the women, as well as our children, if you're in spirit and in truth. Now, if you're not in spirit and in truth, you know what resides in you? A bunch of fucking evil spirits known as devils and demons. And they're going to tell you what to do. They're going to tell you, man, it's time to get live. I got to get turned up every damn day. That's abusing the world. Scripture says you have to use the world without abusing it. All right? So I don't care about you going to the club, but you're going to the club too damn much. Go ahead, brother.
This is the last one. This is another precept. This is Psalms 33:12. It says, "Blessed is the nation whose father is the Lord, and the people whom He has chosen for His own inheritance." So who did He say He chose for His own inheritance? The Israelites. Which is the 12 tribes. So for His own inheritance, He chose us over everybody. All nations.
Including the so-called white people.
Like my brother just said a minute ago, we can say that, or we better than them. We can say we better than them, because we ain't lying.
Yeah, by the word of the Most High. We didn't say it.
That's why we went into slavery.
That's why we in slavery. He put us in slavery. We still not free.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28. The Most High.
The Most High put us in slavery.
Yeah, let me read it. Hold on, wait. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
That's the part I wanted to talk about too, that one, yeah.
Yeah, he said he's going to send us to Egypt again in ships.
Yeah.
Exodus 20:2, get that? It tells you what Egypt represents. Egypt, if you go through the history, the Israelites never went back into Egypt instead of slavery after Moses let them out. So it's not talking about
that land.
It's talking spiritual. But only the elect don't understand. Well, the apostles,
This is Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, thy Father, which have brought thee out the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt represents bondage, called it the house of bondage. So that's what it's representing. Here, I got another precept on that. This is the same thing. This is Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. So it says from the house of bondage. Aren't we in bondage right now? Our people was in bondage over here. So that's representing that Egypt. We're in Egypt spiritually. Now, on the back of the $1 bill, you got that pyramid. That Egyptian pyramid. Why would they have that on American dollar? You know, America's all about symbols. Everything is symbolic. So that pyramid is representing Egypt, which is the Israelite people is we got them in captivity.
Yep.
That's what I've been wanting to study that too. 'Cause I'm like, it seemed like they took something from us and put it on here like.